Give all praise, Yahbashim Yosha, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the eldest apostles of men, truth on down, like-minded ones who are trying to teach the truth and knowledge, so we can learn this truth and knowledge. And the Wadi Yahbashim Yosha, put in the spirit of the eldest apostles of men and truth on down, and like-minded ones teaching this truth and knowledge, so we can learn this truth and knowledge. Learn this truth and knowledge. Call holy Yahbashim Yosha, Bashim Kakadash. Give all praise, Yahbashim Yosha, Bashim Kakadash. Go to news stuff. Before I go to the news store, seeing this, JP Morgan Chase customers' deposits go missing. Says it has no idea where the money went. That's Daily Hodl. That was 1 day ago. So there's reports relating to last year, like different banks, people's deposits pretty much go in the dark, like Bank of America. There's videos. They have videos of certain banks that people's deposits were missing. You know what I mean? So that's JP Morgan Chase, a predominant bank, you know, relating to the deposits. That's a day ago relating to that. You have let me see. Up to the news, regular news we have here. Breaking U.S. and U.K. launch strikes against Houthis. 36 relating to they will use F-18s and different Tomahawks to attack like 36 plus like Houthi targets, man, relating to the cruise ships. So U.S. is striking those in Yemen. That's in Yemen. And you also have in preparation relating to Iran at the discretion relating to U.S. target. I believe reports target they begin to target, you know, relating to Iran as well. After the incident with near Jordan relating to those soldiers being killed and the others injured, so they're planning relating to when they want to at their time and at their discretion what they're going to do. You know, it's reports saying in days they'll be able to do, you know, they plan to do certain things at their time, at their discretion, you know what I mean, relating to the U.S. with that. So there's reports on that. So continuation related to Houthis, related to Iran situation. So we're in a time of war, man. You know what I mean? Think not that I'll come to send peace, but the sword, man. You know what I mean? And scripture talks about for many great misery shall happen in the latter times because they walk greatly in pride. So miseries, a part of those miseries is war, man. You know what I mean? These nations against nation, kingdom against kingdom, man. You know what I mean? You should hear wars you should hear of wars, rumors of wars. See ye be not troubled, but the end is not by and by. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There shall be pestilent earthquakes in different places, various places. For we in the times of sorrows relates to the birth pangs, man. So we in the times relating to we see it war, man. Know this in the last days, perilous times shall come, man. So the perilous times, we in perilous times, man. We in dangerous, very perilous times relating to war, what's going on overseas with these nations, man. You know what I mean? Over in West Asia, which is what they would call Middle East. So the continuation of that, and the continuation relating to potentially WW3. You know what I mean? That's something that most people don't want to identify with or acknowledge, but that's what it can. You know what I mean? You know, so the escalation is going to continue, man. You have a report relating to BRICS nations. You have new members relating to the BRICS nations as well. BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. You also have new members, for example. Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, UAE, which is the United Arab Emirates. So all these new members with the BRICS So the continuation relating to that, because their goal is to ultimately break the stronghold of that dollar and the independence of that dollar, and where they can be flexible and using a form of a different currency, man. You know what I mean? So that's the goal, the lessen the power of that dollar, man. And more nations that come on board with related to these BRIC nations, the more you're going to potentially see that in the not so distant future, man. Because their goal is to break that stronghold, the dependence of that dollar, by using respectfully another form of currency, their own currency, or another form of currency to do business globally and internationally, man. The U.S. is not bombing Iran. Military experts on why. Report. And of course, the body language relating to Secretary of Defense talking about at our discretion, at our time and discretion, without spreading a widespread war, man. Because they don't really want a widespread war with Iran, but for the balance sake, they want to get some kind of form of retaliation because of what happened relating to that incident near Jordan, man. So, and you have different reports. 20,000 relating to Bancorp laying off. You have 12,000 relating to the UPS. And you have the increase relating to January, increase relating to the layoffs, man. I think it was like 136%. You know what I mean? So you see in the continuation relating to these layoffs, man. You have, let me see. California prepares for more storm flooding. Democratic primary races begin in South Carolina. This is various news. American doesn't get to opt out. Mitch McConnell urges increase Ukraine military aid. And I've seen a video relating to talking about, I think it's Redact, talking about there's things going on deeper relating to Ukraine that is not being mentioned or reported. You know what I mean? There was a 5.1 mag earthquake. I believe this is in Tulsans, probably Tulsa, Oklahoma, right here. So you're going to see earthquakes, and Scripture talks about seeing earthquakes in different places. You're going to various reports. And you still have the situation relating to the border. This one here talks about take our border back. Convoy rally. Texas attracts hundreds of people, man. Thousands of Palestinians flee West Gaza after receiving warning from Israeli army, man. So you have the continuation relating to the bombardment relating to that respected areas, man. So we have in front still continuation relating to Russia, Ukraine, Palestinians, and Israel, Palestinians, Gaza, West Gaza. And then you have let's see what other news. Let's go to some other news and see what they have. Let me go to Sun Live and see what they got. Then you had a report of famous actor Carl Weathers. He passed at 76. Famous actor known for Rocky, Action Jackson, and Predator, Heat in the Night, Mandalorian, and good other movies with very talented actor. So, you know, he passed away yesterday. I believe yesterday. He's at 76 years old, natural, you know, in his sleep. So, seeing a lot of relating to, you know, people dying, man, as well, man. U.S. strikes destroy 6 of the Houthi anti-ship missiles in Yemen, posed an imminent threat to vessels in the Red Sea. Then you have a report talking about Houthi strikes 36 targets using F-18s and jet Tomahawks missiles in fresh attacks. Iran-backed militia. So you're seeing a continuation with the Houthis versus the U.S. You know what I mean? So there's another report talking about Iraq warns Middle East is now on the brink of abyss after 16 in U.S. revenge strike on Iranian-backed militias, man. So we in war, man. Scripture talks about Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. We got GNT. GNT, let's get that. He set the time for love. He set the time to hate. He set the time, let me say, he set the time for love and the time for hate, the time for war and the time of peace. And we're in a time of war, man. And this goes to everything has a time and season according to its purpose, even under the heaven, man. 3 and 1 of Ecclesiastes, man. So we in the times of war, man. We in the times of sorrow. We in the times of mourning, man. You know, you seeing people dying. You seeing the casualties, wars, collateral damage, casualties of war, people dying. So that's the times we're in, man. You know. Joel 3. GNT. Make this announcement, which is proclaiming among the nations, prepare for war. So preparing for war, man. These nations are preparing for war, man. They continuously preparing for war. That's why you seeing them doing different things in different countries, man. Russia and Ukraine situation, you know what I mean? That's a continuing situation. Call your warriors, which are your soldiers. Gather all your soldiers and march, which are your soldiers, man. So call your warriors, gather all your soldiers and march. Hammer the points of your plows and the swords and your pruning hooks and the knives into spears, or turning it to formidable weapons, man. Even the weak must fight. So even the weak must fight, man. Even the weak must fight. The ones who weren't strong before were weak, now are becoming strong, and they're going to fight, man. Even the weak must fight. Hurry and come, all you surrounding nations, and gather in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, for he has judged, for he will judge. Amagamwan, mountain of troops. Mountain goes represents governments, powers, government powers, troops. Mountain of troops. So, and this goes to these troops gathering for judgment, man, by Yahweh Bashem Yashab, man. Send down, O Lord, in your armies to attack them. The nations must get ready and come down to the valley of judgment, which is Yahweh Shaphat. There I, the Lord, will sit to judge all the surrounding nations. So the Lord is going to judge these nations, man. They are very wicked. Cut them down like grain at the harvest time. So the harvest is right, man. Crush them as grapes are crushed, relating to the wine press, man. That's what that goes to. The wine press relates to the grapes represents the body, them being crushed in the wine press, man. And the blood and the wine represents the blood, man. So they being crushed, man. That's what that goes to. They are wicked and cut them down like grain at harvest time. Crush them as grapes are crushed in a full wine press until the wine runs over, man. That wine represents that blood, man. You know, thousands and thousands in the valley are in the valley of judgment. It is there in the day of the Lord will soon come, man. And so this is these nations gathering for judgment, man. And what they will call the Middle East, which would be West Asia, for judgment, man. You know. And you seeing Ezekiel 38 talks about certain nations are going to be a guard band to, relating to a certain nation versus another ones that's going to be guard and band. So these nations are prepared, man. You know what I mean? That's why you're seeing all different fronts of a war going on, man. You know, the tensions with continuation relating to North Korea sending missiles again, firing every 5 seconds. Missiles, you know, at their arch enemy South Korea. You know what I mean? Then you have the continuation with Russia and Ukraine. Then you have the situation with the U.S. and the Houthis, man, in Yemen situation. Then Iran, as well as with the U.S. too, as well, with the incident with the Houthis in these militant militia groups, revolutionary militant militia groups, man. You know. Pretty much mujahideen, which I mean these rebel fighter type warlike warriors, man. You know what I mean, radicalists, man, in a matter of speaking. So so all these nations you're seeing gathering together, man. You know what I mean. Let's go to more news. Let me see. Locally, you had an incident with a plane crashing in mobile homes. I believe Clearwater, Florida, man. Just ran right smack in these mobile homes. So you having a lot of things, man. Sirach 39:28 talks about the Lord created spirits for vengeance. They shall lay on sword strokes and appease the one who made them, man. You know what I mean? Paraphrasing. So the Lord created vengeful spirits, man, to execute judgment upon the wicked, man. Let me get it. Sirach 39. Because you're seeing judgment happen. You're seeing strange forms of punishment and judgment happen. People dying, you know what I mean? And but it's not that they're dying, it's the way they're dying, man. So let's go to KJV with 39:24. '28 would be there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury, which is their rage, their anger, lay on sword strokes, forms of punishment. Them strokes is forms of punishment related to judgment. In the times of their destruction, they pour out of their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So they're going to execute judgment and appease the wrath that ones who made them, man. That those wicked spirits, man. You know what I mean? They're going to execute and appease the one that created them. They're going to do the will of Yahweh Bashem Yashad, man. You know what I mean? Relating to judgment, man. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. These are elements that's used for vengeance, man. The Lord is known by the judgment he executes, man. You know what I mean? And parts of those forms of judgments are the diversity of judgments. For example, the fire, hail, famine, death. You know what I mean? Different signs and fearful sights, even from the heavens. So these are things that the Lord uses, man. The teeth of wild beasts, which are animals, scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. So these are elements that the Lord can use, from fire to beast to anything. You know what I mean? He could put a spirit on it to execute judgment. You know what I mean? He could send a spirit on the angels to execute judgment, man. Using of wild beasts, using fire, hail, famine, death, and different things, man. So that's what that is. And number 30 talks about the teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and sword punishing the wicked to destruction. And their destruction related to the judgment, man. Now go to these are different elements that the Lord uses, man. Psalms 9 and 16, get it? And 16 talks about the Lord is known by the judgment which he executes. He's known by his judgment. He's known by his judgment. The Lord likes judgment. He likes executing judgment, man. The wicked are snared in the works of their hands. Higion Salah. You know what I mean? So that's what that goes to. So the Lord is known by the judgment he executes, man. And part of that judgment he's known for relating to the diversity, relating to his judgments, man. So he's known by it, man. And his nickname was, they called him Al-Ashadja. You know what I mean? Which is demon-like power, man. And then in Greek, it'll be Pantokreator, which will be demon-like power, man. And that's what Yahweh Bashem Yashai would that's his that's what his nickname in ancient time. You know, so the Lord is known by judgment. Scripture talks about Psalm 7:11. The Lord is angry at the wicked every day. Why is he angry at the wicked? Because everything's unrighteous. 29:2 of Proverbs. When the righteous are in authority, people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, people are mourning. We have a wicked ruler. We have a wicked that's in power, man. They they run and control the earth, man. And the earth is out of sync. It's mourning. It's unhealthy. The earth is mourning. The people are mourning. You know what I mean? Even though they try to present themselves happy, but they're not. They're just pretending. You know what I mean? The reality is, Scripture says, when the wicked bear rule, people mourn. So the earth and everything in it, the inhabitants are mourning, man, because the wicked are in a position of power, man. Go to you have snowstorm weather is forecast in California. These are various things I'm going into. So what else? Let's see, Iran could spark terrifying nuclear war on the brink of an eye. West must strike now. Warns ex-U.S. ambassador. Here we go. Report here. Another Sun report. Iran has been aggressively ramping up its nuclear program, building new facilities. Bonab Atomic Research Center, Fordo Enrichment Plant, Natanz Enrich Plant, Natanz, Sharif University. Sharif University of Technology, Isfahan Nuclear Fuel Research, and we got one here, Rudan Nuclear Research Center, and you have Tehran, man. So these places, they're building up relating to their armory, man. You know what I mean? Remember, Scripture says even the weak must fight, man. And that relates to these nations that were once weak now are becoming strong, man. Because now all nations potentially are becoming capable, you know, as far as nuclear missiles, you know, relating to their readiness, relating to their weaponry, man. So they talking about relating to World War III. You've been seeing a lot of talk about that. You know, fears of that. You know what I mean? That's going to be a reality. You know what I mean? Scripture talks about men shall, you know, the mighty shall die in war, man. Go to 2nd Ezra 16, 32 and 33. Go to Isaiah 33. Go to Isaiah 3, Shalach 25 and 26. So war, man, and people have been dying for war forever, man. You know what I mean? Scripture talks about, but relating to the times to come, these are gonna be manifest, man. And these things can happen, really, you know, anytime, any season, man. You know what I mean? Scripture says, watch, because no one knows when. Relating to the Son of Man. Let me get that. Let me get Matthew 16. Because a lot of people don't know the time and season that we're in, man. You know what I mean? Let me see. Make sure that's the right one. (16 and 3). And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites. And he's relating to the Sadducees and the Pharisees. They can do all this stuff except understand it and examine the time and season they're in, man. And he answered, let me see that. I'm going to read that. I'm going to read, again, 16 and 3. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering, and ye hypocrites. And this relates, they can understand the weather and different things, but ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times, man? And that relates to them understanding the signs of the times, man. Pretty much like straining a gnat, you know what I mean? But ignoring the more weightier or important matters that Scripture talks about. So the things that they need to pay attention to, they don't pay attention to, or they overlook it or ignore it, or whatever the case might be. You know what I mean? That goes to the weightier matters, is the obvious things that are going on, man, such as what's going on in today's society, man. So discerning the things, the times, man. The wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. So they seeketh after a sign. Give us a sign, give us a warning relating to certain matters. And there shall no sign be given unto but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed, man. Scripture talks about measure thou time diligently in itself, man. You measure your times by going by the signs and the times and season that's going on in society, correlating it what's going on according to the scriptures, man. (24 and 36). Let's get that. It's a very important one. However, no one knows the day and or hour when these things will happen. That relates to when the final coming of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Not even the angels in heaven or the Son himself. Only the Father knows, because it's the Lord's judgment, man. That's 24 and 36, man. Only one that needs to know is the Father, man. But in that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not angels of heaven, but the Father only. Only the Father knows, because this is judgment. Let me get the one I wanted. That's 24 and 36. No man knows the day or hour. Here we go. Right now. Let me see. Hold on. (24 and 42). Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. That's why you have to watch, man. You know, you have to watch, be circumspect and not as fools as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. And part of that is being vigilant, watch, because you know not the hour that the Lord will come, man. That's why you have to constantly watch. That's why the angels don't know. That's why the Son don't know. Only the Father knows, man. And this was just a few scriptures. Shalak, I hope it helps whoever listens. Because you're having constant layoffs, January, and you're going to have a continuation. Major companies, banking, like I say, Bancorp, 20,000. Yeah, UPS, 12,000. And you have other companies getting laid off in the tech area and various other respected areas relating to different companies. So you're going to see the increase relating to layoffs. You know, cost cutting down on the cutting back. Trying to save on this and that, so cutting costs You know what I mean? So these different entities, you're going to see more layoffs, man. Let me see what else is on the thing. Yeah, U.S. strikes begin Yemen 40 minutes ago. So, U.S. Launches retaliatory airstrikes Syria, Iraq, because they plan to do that at their discretion, in a way that's at their discretion and that's appropriate for them. So you're going to see that, man. That being said, I want to give all praise Yahweh Bashim Yoshua Bashim Rakakadash. I hope this helps. I give all praise Yahweh Bashim Yoshua Bashim Rakakadash. This is Ayah Wolf. Shalom. Thanks.